Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing good in this quarantine. I am Manikantan and I am an intern at Smart Interns, which is a part of SmartBridge. And here I have been assigned an internship titled Intelligent Customer Help Desk with Smart Document Understanding. And I'm making this video in order to demonstrate the working of it. This is the dashboard of Smart Interns where we have been assigned our project and the task given and perform the task given to us in order to complete the project. This project is developed with the help of IBM Cloud Services. In order to develop this project, we need to have an IBM Cloud account. If you are already an existing account holder of IBM Cloud, you can directly log in, or you can sign up for free with the light version. So once you log in, you'll find this kind of dashboard. Here we need to search for the services we need for the project to be developed. So firstly, I have created a cloud and service of IBM Cloud and created a node-RED. And I have created a node-RED project titled Project ICHD, where you have to do few changes while deploying the project onto the cloud. Then once the project is ready, you'll find this type of a screen with health 100% and the memory allocation. Then we need to launch the IBM Watson Discovery. We can search for IBM Watson Discovery in the catalog. Then you'll find this type of a screen where you need to click on Launch Watson Discovery. Once when IBM Watson Discovery is open, you'll find your screen in this way, where you have to upload your own data. Then you have to upload your own data for the chatbot to understand the queries and give responses. You can click on Upload your own data for uploading the file. Here I have already done it. I have chosen LG User Manual for my project, and this is the PDF which I have uploaded to the Watson Discovery for the chatbot to give responses for the queries asked by the customers related to ACs. You can identify the fields in order for the discovery to understand the field labels such as answers, headers, footers, titles, subtitles, and the table of contents, where you need to mark each of the following in the document accordingly with the help of the right column of field labels and label the matter in order for the discovery to understand it. Then you can save your changes by clicking on Apply Changes to Collection in the right top here, where it saves the identified fields by you. You can also manage your fields by clicking on Manage Fields option and choose the identified fields to index, like which are the information is required for you can be chosen, and the remaining information can be left. You can split the document accordingly with the help of subtitle or title in order to get the responses faster and easier and correctly. Then you can click on Apply Changes to Collection for the necessary changes you have performed to be saved. As here I have done it already, I'm just guiding you how to do it. Then you'll find a page like this. Here in IBM Watson Discovery, there is an inbuilt machine learning algorithm which tracks all your changes and understands the documents correctly in order to give the perfect response to the client. Once when the IBM Watson Discovery is ready to use, then we need to link it with our Watson Assistant chatbot, which we will be going to create it. Before doing that, for the correct responses to be given to the user, we need to link IBM Watson Discovery with Watson Assistant. So for doing this, we need to have IBM Cloud Functions. So for IBM Cloud Functions, you can search it in the search box or in the catalog to find IBM Cloud Functions. Once when you find the IBM Cloud Functions, you'll find the screen in this way, where we need to go to Actions, and create one new action by clicking on Create, and just by mentioning the name. By clicking on Action here again, then you need to provide a name for your action. Here I have already done it for my project, that is ICHD action, which is basically a program which in order converts the document answers for the required queries asked in the chatbot by the user. This is the code which I have written in order to perform this. So here, once when the code is written and saved, you need to go to endpoints and click on enable as web action. In order to use this as a webhook for the Watson Discovery to link with Watson Assistant, you need to click on enable as web action in order to use this as a webhook for linking the Watson Discovery with the Watson Assistant. Then once this is done, we need to go back to our catalog in IBM Cloud and search for Watson Assistant. You'll find your screen in this way. Here, you can click on Watson Assistant in order to launch it. Then, once when IBM Assistant is open, you'll find Skills at the extreme left. Click on Skills. Then you need to create your own skill for the project. Here, I have already done it. And my skill name is ICHT skill. Click on it for it to open. Here, these are the intents which I have used for my project in order for the chatbot to understand the user inputs. I have already created few intents, and if you want to create your own intent, you can click on create intent and give a name to your intent and add it to the intents. Then once the intents are done, you can click on entities, and in the same way you can create your entities. Click on entities, and in the same way as intents, you can create your own entities. I have done it before. So if you want to create your own entity, click on create entity. Click on create entity and give a name to your entity and click on create. Once the intents and entities are ready, you can click on dialog for the chatbot to respond to the queries by the user. Here, this is the basic flow of the dialog which I have created, where I have opening message, greetings, what are your hours, where are you located. This is according to my project, and you can do similarly for your project as you need. A dialog is basically the response given by the chatbot for the user queries. So here you can see in greetings. Once when you click on greetings, you'll find a tab like this where it asks you to configure it. Once if assistant recognizes general greetings or replies with what the chatbot should reply to the customer. So if you tell a hello, it responds with hello, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, and then wait for the reply by the customer. Similarly, you need to create the dialog as you need. So here, for the Watson Discovery to link with Watson Assistant, in order to respond queries without the help of customer representative, you need to create a dialog where you need to enable webhooks wherever you need. Click on Customize for enabling webhooks in order for the chatbot to take the responses from the user and search them in Watson Discovery. So click on in Customize for the webhooks to be enabled. Then you can click on Apply for changes. Then once the changes I have applied, you'll find something as such, that is webhook URL is configured. Then you can configure the assistant responses. Once if assistant recognizes webhook, it responds with webhook.passages. That is the result from the Watson Discovery. Once if assistant recognizes webhook_result, it responds with webhook_result.passages. That is the responses from Watson Discovery to the user. Then the assistant waits for the user reply. In order to connect the Watson Discovery, you need to perform one more step. You need to click on Options once after the dialog is ready in the Watson Assistant. And here, it is asking for a URL for the webhooks. For this, you need to go to IBM Cloud Functions and click on Action. And then in the created action, you need to click on Endpoints ensure that your web action is enabled, and then copy this URL. Once after copying this URL, you need to go to IBM Watson Assistant and paste the URL in the in the specified URL column, and paste that URL in the specified URL block and just add .json at the end. You need to add .json at the end in order to recognize the code as JSON code by the assistant in order to get the output. Here, once when the Watson assistant is also ready, you can go to your Node-RED application project and you can click on visit app URL for the next step to be performed, that is creating your Node-RED dashboard. Once when you click on this visit app URL, you will be directed to a page Node-RED on IBM Cloud. Then for creating your code flow, you can click on go to your Node-RED flow editor. Then once the Node-RED is ready, you'll find some filter nodes to the left and the flow in the center and the flow description and information towards the right. Here, you can drag and drop the required nodes from the required nodes for your project. Here, I have already done it, created my flow with the help of the nodes and configured what is necessary. I have used a form for the for my project. I have used a form for the project in order for the customer to enter his query. Then I have written a few functions in order to detect the query. Then passing that function to the assistant node, where you have to passing that function to the assistant node, where you have to configure a few details for the assistant to recognize your Watson assistant which you have earlier created it. You can give your own name here, then the API key of Watson assistant. In order to find this API key, you need to visit IBM Watson service again. Here, on this page, you can find the credentials such as API key and the URL. You need to copy this both and paste in the columns of API key and service endpoint. And for this workspace ID, you need to give your skill ID from IBM Watson service. So for this, you need to click on Launch Watson Assistant. Then you'll find skills here. In this page, click on options and you can find view API details. Then copy the skill ID and paste it in the Node-RED flow at the column of workspace ID and click on done. Then the assistant is configured. Then again, for the assistant to understand the queries and give responses, you need to write a function code, which I have already done it, and give it to the output for it to display. Then once when the flow is ready, you need to click on deploy at the right top. It shows you successfully deployed. This means your Node-RED flow is ready and your dashboard can be used. So here for the dashboard, you need to click here. So here for the dashboard, you need to click here at the right top right to be directed to the dashboard. This is my Node-RED dashboard, which I have created with the help of Node-RED flow. So in order to find the Node-RED dashboard, you need to click here and you'll be directed to a new page where you'll find your Node-RED UI, which prompts you to enter your name and your query. And once when you click on submit, it responds to the given queries with the help of Watson Assistant. So here we can try with few examples. Name, I have entered my name, and query. I'm giving hello and click on submit. Hello, good morning. How can I help you? You can find your output here. Similarly, you can try with other queries as well. Who are you? Here it is responding with an answer. I can tell you about our store locations and opening hours, or help you with setting an appointment with a customer representative. And here this is an AC board, so you can AC bot. And here it is an AC bot, so you can ask any queries related to ACs about its maintenance or its service, or if you want to order an AC. So let's try with few examples. Where are you located? Oh, when you have entered the query, where are you located? So it has answered with the so it has answered that its main branch is in Delhi, in India. And to find the now let's find the nearby store location. Nearby store location. Let's see what it answers. So you can so it is telling you to so it is telling you can find the nearest store by clicking on the link here. So let's see what happens. LG store locations. Oh, it has directed to me to the new page where I can find the nearest store location in my area. This is awesome. The assistant is working quite well. So again, going back, and let's see with few other queries. I want to order an AC. Let's see what does it respond. Oh, again, it is directing me to a new link. It is asking me to visit the website for the latest orders. So let's see again by clicking here. So as it has directly taken to the page where I can find all the ACs with its prices in India. This is cool. So now let's ask some queries related to maintenance and service of an AC. So how to maintain an AC. Wonderful. It has given me the output. How to effectively maintain my AC. Good. So one more. What are troubleshooting problems? So here we have also got the troubleshooting problem solution in an AC. What if the AC troubleshoot? What should be done? So these are the few query examples which was answered by the assistant with the help of Watson Discovery to the user. Then finally, if you say a thank you, it responds, "You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything else." This is working quite well. And this is a basic chatbot which I have created for the users in order to solve the queries related to ACs. And here I have used LG user manual and LG websites links. And I have used LG user manual and LG website links in order to direct the user directly to the website.